she was 7. Okay, so I've been making a few videos lately over the last month or two about, financially stable men, women, wives, mothers who shouldn't be required to work if they're married and have kids and all that kind of good stuff. And a lot of people are misunderstanding me. They're thinking like I'm talking about being materialistic or a gold digger, but that's just not it, okay? Think about this. How many couples do you know that versus couples who both work and have kids and stick them in daycare and hardly have any time for themselves versus a couple who's the husband works, brings home all the money, the mom is there cooking healthy dinners for the children, helping them with their homework, picking them up from school if they don't ride the bus, and just, doing stuff around the house and being there, watching them, making sure they're not hanging out with the wrong people or doing bad things on the internet or, watching stuff on TV they shouldn't be watching or getting into the medicine cabinet or just stuff like that, And then look at how many couples stay together that have that type of household versus how many couples divorce who have this other type of household. There's more friction in a household where two people work because there's a constant struggle for, who's making all the decisions. And I believe, now this is just me, I believe once a woman you don't have to be like all submissive and stuff. The natural submission is being thankful and having gratitude for a man that works hard to provide and protect for you. That is natural submission. You don't have to shut your mouth. You don't have to not have an opinion. Okay, you can have an opinion. You can raise your voice if you like. It's your God-given right. Okay, you can do all of that. I know I do. And what I'm saying is, you have a voice. Use it. You have lots of things on your side so that you can use your voice. You have your children on your side. You have your family on your side. You have the law on your side. Okay? You can speak. So when you think like, oh, if I can get into a relationship with a man and he does all the work and I'm not going to have any say. No, that's not true. You have more say. Because if he respects you enough to go out and do all that stuff for you, he respects your opinion as well. If you have one. Now, if you don't have one, if you never show it, then how's he going to, accept it? So, speak. Say things on your mind. You can't keep it bottled up. It'll make you sick. Even if it, like, I don't nag. There's certain ways to say things without nagging. You can be sarcastic about it, like I do. You can make a joke about it. You can tell a story about it. And they'll get the picture. It's not like you're sitting there scolding someone or telling them they're stupid or doing this and that, You made them think, and that's the whole thing. Now, when something really gets you upset, you do need to show that you're angry so that it does not repeat. So these type of marriages stay together longer because there's a balance. The other ones, there's no balance. The kids are just left out in the cold. The dad's here, the mom's here. They're struggling. They spend more time away from each other than they do together. It's just not gonna work. And if it does work, the bond is not as strong as this family's bond. Now, a lot of people grew up in this type of family. And they say, well, my mom was this, my mom was that, and I want to do something for myself. I want to have a career. That's fine. Go have a career, da-da-da-da-da. And a lot of women have careers, but a lot of them work at home or they do their career before their children. They take a break, raise their children, then go back to their career once their kids are old enough to take care of themselves, Once your kids get about 10, 9 or 10, you can go back. or you can start all over, or you can start your own business. Like a lot of time, women, when they quit their career to become a mother, they're not just sitting around the house. They're creating stuff. You can work online. You can start an online business. You know, you can figure out ways to, you can do a blog and get paid for advertising on your page. There are ways you can make money at home, have your own business at home, not have to leave your house, and still get paid the same amount of money as you would in a part-time job or a full-time job, depending on your level of expertise. Like a lot of women can do like coding online, or you know, medical records online at their house. So don't just think if you're staying home you don't have to do anything. I mean, I do readings. You know, I read online. I do readings. I have an Etsy shop. When I'm at home and I'm bored, I go make crafts. I go make jewelry, and I sell it online, and I get paid. So it's not like I'm not doing anything. It's that I don't have to go and work for someone else for 8 to 12 hours a day away from my house, you know. And if I want something really nice and I don't have to ask for it, I have money in my own account that I create online while I'm at home. And I make that money and I go shopping, or I shop online, and I feel, happy. I'm fulfilled. I am contributing to my children, my household, but I don't have to go out and build up someone else's dream, or I don't have to go out and work right under another man for 8 hours a day. I don't have to do all of that. I can make money right here with my creativity, my brain, and all my free time and my resources. So if you are lucky enough to be able to do that, it's great. If not, and you have to have a 2-parent income, a lot of times we don't need half the stuff we have. You can downsize and work part-time, or you could downsize and work less hours. You don't have to always be in competition with your husband or trying to bring home money so that you can have all these nice things. That's silly, because you're putting your kids out. And once your kids get to a certain age anyway, they can go get a job, like, 12, 13, or they can even start their own business online and make money for themselves. It's very easy. So I'm just saying, there's more ways to be a stay-at-home mom and not feel like you're not contributing. And plus, you are contributing, because if you were to hire a nanny, a cook, a maid, a prostitute, that will cost you more money than you are making. So gas. So what I'm saying is, if you haven't started your family yet, plan it out so you can do what you want. If you've already started your family and you're in a situation where, because at one time I did take a job and I was actually spending more money to get to my job, to park, than I did, I came home with a little bit of profit. It wasn't worth it. I'm making a video. You can come in. Oh, okay. So it wasn't, what was I saying? Oh, so it came out that I was only making about $50, because I had to pay for daycare, after school daycare. I had to pay for gas. I had to pay for parking. I had to buy lunch. So add all that up, I was only making $50 a week. Sure, I got a paycheck, but guess where that paycheck went? Back into taking care of the kids. Like, I could have saved money by not working. Like $50 is not worth it. So if you are in that situation, add it up. Make sure that it's worth for you to go have a job. If not, you're like, you know what? I don't need a Michael Kors purse. I don't need a Louis Vuitton purse. I don't need my nails done. I don't need this. I don't need that. I can work with what you make alone. You don't have to be rich. You just have to be smart. My kids don't need name brand clothes. My kids don't need Jordan shoes. My kids don't need that. So they need me. You know, my kids don't need that. They're going to outgrow it in about 2 months. They need me to be there to help them with their homework. My daughter makes straight A's. Both of them make good grades because I'm there. You know, they don't get in trouble. They don't know, you know, they don't know every word to the rap songs on the radio because they don't listen to that because I'm there and make sure that they don't. So they don't need that. They need you. Okay? And if you want your children to grow up and be productive members of society, or free thinkers, or a person that has values other than material things, stay home with them. Teach them. Because what they're teaching at school, you have to reteach when they get home, because half of it's not even true as far as, you know, some things are concerned. So you have to be there. You have to be there. Because who are they going to look up to when they grow up if you're never there? They're going to look up to their teachers, their coaches, whoever's on TV after school because you're not there. They're not going to look up to you. They're just going to look at you for what you can provide for them because you have extra money to give them, and shut them up because you're tired when you get home and you just want to relax. You know, you're glad that they're playing video games because you're so tired you don't want to be bothered. So please, like, think about this, you know. And this is not materialistic at all. The only reason that I presented it that way in the beginning, because it's more appealing to females at this time. You know, they're not thinking about their family or their children. You know, they're thinking about how good their weave looks, or how good their nails look, and how they need a job, and how they want to be an independent woman so they can look the part. But meanwhile, their kids, you know, and their husband and their household is totally out of order. This is not about, you know, money. It's about the family structure. And that's what needs to be healed and kept together in order for things to change. You know, you can't produce a productive member of society who's going to go out and change the world if you're not there. You know? You can't. And you're not going to have a positive role model because you're not going to be there to be one. You know, weekend parent. Come on now. Somebody needs to be there for the kids. If daycare is raising your kids, you know, it's not right. I don't believe in that. I'm glad that I have, you know, a chance to raise my kids. You know, I'm glad because I was raised in a home where my mom had to work 3 jobs until she got married and then had stepdad. And then she only had to work 1 job, but she still was so used to working. She could not let him handle all the bills, which he could. She was so used to grinding and working, she just couldn't sit down. She had to. She had her own business, but she had to be doing something because she was so used to being the provider because, you know, she was a single parent. But I learned from that. I learned that I don't want to be a single parent. I learned that I want to be there for my kids. I learned that I want a close bond with my children. Like close to where they would never, you know, leave me out in the cold. Close to me where, you know, they would feel something in their heart. When I talk to them, they'll hear my voice in their head, you know, as a voice of reason. Because some parents, they don't bond with their kids. It's just like, hi, you know, we're related. I work, I come home, I clean, I cook you food, shut up, eat. It's more of a domination versus kids and my house, my rules. You know, it's not this compassion and love and nurturing relationship that's supposed to be there. You know, how many of you can say that your mom will hold you like this and sing you a song and give you a kiss on the head, tell you you're beautiful and that you love them every day of your life at age 7? You know, not many can say that. And when those kids get that nurturing, they're not looking for it everywhere else out in the world. They're not listening to every boy who tells them they're beautiful because they don't hear it at home. And they're not trying to show off every part of their body for attention because they get all the attention at home. They're used to it. In fact, they don't need extra attention because they get so much, and they know how to get the right type of attention, you know. So it's very important to consider all of these things. It's not about having a financially having a financially stable man, a rich man, da da da. That having a man with means is great, so that you can be a mother of means, of nurturing, of loving, of fixing your kids' meals with, the 4 food groups. Not just ramen noodles because you're too tired, or don't bring home a pizza. You need that structure. You need it. And believe me, there are less divorces in those type of families, less breakups. And those family structures are strong, and they stay together, and they teach family values to the next generation, so that it will continue on, and your legacy, your family, your DNA will actually have, a foot in this world. You have to have a foundation. How are you going to have a foundation if unless you're working to own some land and build on some land, or create a business of your own to leave to your children, you're working for nothing. Do you understand? If you're not investing in land, or buying something to own besides a car or rims or a purse or weave, or just some crappy clothes, then you're working for nothing. You might as well quit and stay home with your kids and start some online business, okay? If you're not working for anything, you're working for nothing, okay? All right, I'm done. I just wanted to get that off my chest because I'm getting a lot of slack on, you're a gold digger. If I was a gold digger, I would look like a gold digger. Do I look like a gold digger? No, this is my real hair. These are my real nails. This is a t-shirt from Target. Okay, I am far from a gold digger. If I was a gold digger, I would do what gold diggers do. Dig for gold, find the gold, and leave. That's gold digger. I'm a wife, and I'm a mother, and I have priorities. Now that's what I am. Okay. Thank y'all for listening. Peace, and never settle for less, because if you want your family and your future generations to be better and the best, then that's what you have to only allow into your life. Okay?